So welcome to BJ Tech News episode 8. On this episode, I am going to do a review on Microsoft System Center Service Manager, 2010, I believe. Not too familiar with this System Center from Microsoft. The only reason that I'm doing this is because my colleague, my good friend, Sandeep, basically said, hey, why you don't create a video or blog about Service Manager. I worked for him before I left the company, and they were actually implementing Service Manager for a like a service desk portal for users to go and submit a help desk ticket, as well as using the utility as an inventory database, also a IT knowledge base, so users can actually go to the self portal and look up common issues, and they could go in and try to solve the problem without having an IT contact them. So I really don't have too much experience on it, but the video is basically a review how to install it. I know there's a lot of aspects in installing Service Manager. You need a SQL database. Your SQL database has to be Service Pack 1. You have to have a lot of features on your SQL. I think one of the features, you need to have full text search installed, reporting services. You got to have the .NET framework features installed on the machine, as well as you have to have Microsoft Report Viewer. There's a lot of stuff that's involved with this. Again, this episode, I'm just basically going to show you how to install the console, as well as the data warehouse, and then later on I probably get into and configuring a little bit more, try to create the service portal and all that other stuff. There's two sites that I probably going to share out. I'm definitely going to share out during my blog time when I write this up in my blog site, which is bjtechnews.wordpress.com. This is one of the sites right here. It's pretty cool. Gives you a rundown, a review of Service Manager. Best thing I like about this site is it gives you the software requirements and also hardware requirements. As you can see, the hardware requirements, I really don't have a dual core. Everything I'm doing it through VM Workstation 8, and each virtual machine has about a gig and one processor, so bear with me with the speed of the virtual machines installing the software and all that stuff. The second link that I'm going to share with you guys at my WordPress blog is this one. It's another one, more information about the program. So let's get started. So I have my DC, my domain controller. I got my SQL database server, which is, I got reporting services up and running. This is my URL, and I have that up and running. That's good. Reporting services. I got VMO3 and VMO5. VMO3 is basically, I'm going to install the console manager, and 05 I'm going to install the database warehouse. So let's get started. The first thing that you want to do is you want to install .NET on both machines. So that's going to be a row. I'm going to do it on both of them. If you start the installation right away, it's going to say, hey, you need to install .NET. These virtual machines are running Windows 2008 R2. So R2 has the .NET. As a matter of fact, it's not a row. Sorry about that. It's a feature. There we go. That's what we need. Yep. Web services. Go to the other ones. Same old, same old. So you want both machines. Yeah, just leave the defaults. Do 05 and 03 the same thing. Leave the defaults and hit next. I'm gonna install it. Okay, so just to give you a little rundown on the definition of what System Center Service Manager is. It aims to improve and simplify the operations of the IT service desk, and can be used to streamline and normalize support processes across the IT organization as a whole. Besides simply providing end users with a support submission tool and self-service tools, Server Manager hooks into the other System Center products, including Operation Manager, which is SCOM, Configuration Manager, which is SCCM, an effort to improve IT operations. For example, when an alert is raised in SCOM for, say, a disk space issue, Service Manager can automatically create an incident that is assigned to someone to handle. There's no need for a staffer to go through a manual ticket creation process since it's all automated. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so it looks like 03 is finished installing, as well as 05. Don't need to worry about this little warning. I don't have the warning on 03 because it looks like I do have Windows updates enabled on it. I'm going to close this, go to 05, close that, and we're going to go back to 03, and we're going to focus on installing the console services on this machine. So I already have the ISO of Service Manager. I'm going to run the 64-bit. I'm going to hit yes on this. Give it some time. Should pop up. There we go. Okay, so on 03, what I'm going to install the Service Manager console, as well as the management server. In 05, I'm going to install, hopefully, cross the fingers, the warehouse management server. On episode 9, I'm probably going to show you guys how to configure everything and automate, and as well as get the Service Manager web portal. Okay, so let's get into business. Service Manager management server. Let's click on that. You can give it a name, DJ Tech. News. I understand. You can read all this stuff. Print it if you want. Check it. Next. Default location. It needs about a gig. Okay, so can't continue to install because I'm missing the Microsoft reports installation. So let's click on this link, see if it's able to install it. Okay, cool. Let's hit next. I accept. Hit next. Don't worry about the warnings. Most likely, I recommend installing this into a physical server with enough memory. Hit finish. You need at least 4 gigs. Processor's not really going to give you as much, but again, all this stuff, and there's a hot fix. It's all warnings, so for now we're just gonna check the prerequisites again. It's checked off. As long as this is good to go and I don't got that critical sign, I can hit next. The name of my database server, which is BJ's. And if everything goes well, SQL Server 2000 SP1 was not found. Okay, so that means this guy is not updated to SP1. No worries. So we're gonna upgrade this guy on the spot to SP1. Remember I did this before. I guess I didn't get go to settings. Let's upgrade the SQL Server to SP1, which I should have. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're gonna upgrade my SQL Server to SP1. That's one of the prerequisites. So what we're gonna do is upgrade it to 64. Yes, continue. Just running a check, making sure everything is good. 8 pass, no problems, no failed, no warning, no skips. Hit next. I accept it. Again, you can read this. Hit next. Yep, I'm updating that. Just checking the files. Once it checks the files, I have no problems. Hit next, ready to install, and then it will install to SP1 Service Pack 1. Then we could go back into VMO3 and see if it reads our database as SP1. Alright, files in use check completed. That's good. Let's hit next. And we're going to update it. Okay, so updating Service Pack 1 is completed. I'm going to hit next. Cool, we're going to hit close. And I'm going to do something really smart. And I'm going to take a snapshot of this VM, which is always good to take snapshots. And I'm going to call it Service Pack 1. Take a snapshot. I have a funny feeling I'm probably missing another feature, but if that's the case, always go back into it, and I can show you guys how to install it. Okay, so let's see if everything went well. 1 second. Looks like it's still doing something in the background. Let's actually close this. I don't need this anymore. Alright, so let me open this up. Again, the account that you're logged into the machine that you're installing system service manager should have access to SQL database. It should be able to create a database. The account should be able to create a database, and you should be able to get into the database. There we go. Okie dokie, Bon Jovi. Okay, so that looks like it's up and running with no problem. Let's go back to 03 and let's do the same thing. Let's see if it picks it up. And again, like I said, I know I missed something. Full text search is not installed on SQL Server, so we need to install that. That's no problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop in the CD. And let me go into the virtual machine and go to settings. Go here. Physical, press OK. So we're basically missing the full text search feature from SQL. Sometimes when you're installing your SQL, you just want the basic stuff. But I sometimes recommend just installing everything that SQL Server gives you, enterprise or standard version. Just install everything, because you never know when you need it. And these are one of these cases that you never know when I needed it, and I do need it. So I should have had all that stuff installed anyway, but you never know. Hey, more practice, I guess. So I'm waiting for it to start. I'll probably get away with it, and I can probably get away with it and start this process. Close this up. I already have it open. So on 05, I could just start this up, so I could do this little check prerequisite, and it can start up. I don't know if I can start. I don't know if I can install the data warehouse before installing the management server. But I guess this is how we're gonna test it out. Alright, let's go check here. We're gonna go to installation, standalone installation, because we're adding more features to it. No problems. Press OK. Yeah, install the support files. For the VM05. Let's start this up. DJ Tech News. Alright, all that good stuff. Next, it's about at 1 gig. Checking all the prerequisites, checking all the requirements. I mean, so I'm good for that. Again, I'm doing it on a virtual machine, so that's why I got a warning on the memory and as well as the processor speed check. But I do recommend this stuff to be on a physical server. If not, you could get away with a virtual machine, but the virtual machine has to be like heavy duty. Okay, let's go back to the SQL server. Hit next. No, I just want to add a feature to my instance and pull text. So anything else that I need, I already got reporting services, which is one of the features that you need. And I think that's it. I'm gonna hit next on that. Hit next. Hit next. Next. Install. And let that do its thing. And what we could do is go back to video. Okay, so full text search is installed. Let's hit next on that. Okay, close it. Exit out of that. I'm gonna eject that out of there. Close. Let's open SQL Manager up. Or also, if you're installing the report services on your SQL server, you do have to have IIS installed. So it looks like a lot of programs nowadays use IIS, which is pretty cool. And start this up. Yes. Okay, let's go to 03 again. And let's see, let's go to previous, go to next. And BJ Yes, this is good. Press OK. Good. We want to create a new database. This is going to be the new database of it, location of everything, and hit next. Give the management a group name. Let's call it Tech News. Now you need a management group, admin group. So let's create one in Active Directory. Well, I actually have a group already. Do I have a group? I don't know if I have a group. And let's check on groups. Yes, I do. I got BJ admins. So who's in this group? All these guys. So you can create a management group and you call it basically whatever you want it. Let's go. Let's just create a group right now. A group, and let's go. Server manager admin. It's global. Good. Security. Good. There you go. No one's in it. Let's browse. Server manager admin. Check the name. Good. Boom. Next. Configure the account for service manager services. Service manager service can run under the local system account or under a domain user or service account that has been made a local administrator of this server. Setup will map the domain account to the appropriate SQL server roles. Okay, so I'm logging as VM admin, but most likely you're gonna have a SM admin. But I'm going to add my VM admin to the local administrative account. Again, if you create your own service manager admin, SM, you add it into the local group. But for this example, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like this, and this is a VM admin. Check it. Oop, oop. Again, this VM admin is just what I'm logging into this machine. This is one of my old episodes. I used VM admin account, but again, you create a service management account or an admin, and you log into the machine as that. You're installing everything. You're installing all the programs with the service manager admin. But when it comes to this point, you can add it into the local account of the machine. And I'm going to do be an admin, put the password again. If you create a service manager like SM admin, you can use that. But for this, video, I'm going to use what I'm logged in as. I'm going to hit next. Now I want you to configure the service manager workflow account. The service manager workflow run under this account. Setup will make the domain account a member of the local user security group on this server. If setting email notification letter, this account will be needed. So I'm going to use the same account. I don't really know if this is best practices. I have to look this up. For now, I just do this. No, I don't want to participate. Hit next. No, I don't want to do any updates. I'm doing this only for this video, but in future I do recommend pushing all the updates and making sure that your server is fully updated before going in production. Even for testing environment, it's always good to have a fully functional, updated server. Install. Okay, so we're good to go. You can also open the encryption backup and restore wizard after the setup is closed. You are advised to complete that process to prepare in the event the future disaster recovery is needed. Won't do this part, but it is recommended. It's really self-explanatory. It's best that you could find another server, or if you have a file share, create a folder in that file share, or you have an IT folder or anything, just create a folder, point to that, and just back that stuff up. And yeah, so it won't do that. And open the service manager console when setup is closed. So we won't do that. This is the server name again. This would be the name of the server that you called it. And we're gonna hit connect. See if we can connect to it. There we go. We're connecting to it. Looks like everything went a-okay. You have a couple of things that you have to set up here. A couple of connectors that you have to create. Importing users and accounts. So a question could be, one question in your mind is like, okay, have the server up and running. I got the management server up and running, but I want my IT people to have access to it. I don't want them to remote into the machine, and I don't know who's doing what. No problem. So within the setups folder, within the installation stuff, there's a section that allows you to install I believe the console manager. Let it load up and I can show you guys. So you got this. This is what you install on a local IT person, whoever is managing the server and managing the library or the workflow or whatever. This is what you're going to get on your machine. Install the service manager and web portals. That's again, that's going to be on episode 9, and I'll show you guys how to get up and running with the workflow. So for now, I'm going to cancel this. It looks good. I mean, it looks pretty legit. Looks like we're doing good so far. We have no connectors up and running. So we're doing good. We're doing good. So let's go back to 05. Or if you're wondering if SQL database have the database created by these guys, let's check the database folder, and there you go. There you go. Tables. Ooh, so many tables. Cool. Alright. Let's make sure porting services is running and it's started. Excellent. Started. Good. Web services good. Good. Web services. Virtual directory good. Good. That's doing good. Let's go to 05. I already started this bad boy. Let's hit next. Let's go to the database. Very good. Excelente. Very good. Very good. 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 So it's going to create 3 databases. One staging and configuring, repository, and data mart. We're going to hit next. I'm going to give it the same name as we gave the management group. We're going to give it, I think it's that. Oof, nice, remembered it. Good. Reporting server. Specify the SQL Server reporting server. Yep. And this one would be again SQL Server. Hopefully it works. Excellent. Excellent. It's verifying SSR web server URL. Hopefully it goes with no problem, no glitches. But you know, with technology, there's always a glitch. Perfect. I have taken the manual steps to configure the remote user. Yep. Next. Service manager. I'm going to use the same one like I did before. Test. Reporting. This account is used to read the data warehouse reporting data source and generates. Let's use this again. I don't know what best practices is with these accounts, so don't really quote me. I have to find a little bit more information. Once I find information of what accounts to actually use, I would think that you have to create an account for each, for the workflow, for the service management, for the reporting management. I don't know, so I have to do a little research on this. No, I won't participate now. Hit next. Again, for this demonstration only, no updates, but I do recommend pushing it all out. Hit next. A good summary of everything, and if everything goes well, hit next to install. Okay, so we're done. And Service Manager Data Warehouse Management Server is installed. Cool. Again, you can back up this stuff. I won't do it for this video, but you guys could do it. And we're gonna close it. See if anything was installed. I don't think anything was installed. Cool. Cool. Yeah. So let's go to this. And see what's the deal. See all the nice little databases it created for us. You know, I love databases. refresh it. Look at that. That's nice. That's pretty sweet. Wow, that's a lot of databases. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so that's about it. You know, we installed the server manager on 03. 05 we installed our data warehouse. Episode 9, I'm going to see if I can create another virtual machine and install the service portal, as well as go over a couple of other configuration, how to get it up and running, how to get the workflow stuff up and running, how to import the users from Active Directory, how to get some machines in the system. But other than that, it looks pretty good. It looked like the report servers picked up the system center stuff, which is pretty cool. So a lot of exciting stuff. Look at this. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Let's generate the model. See how that goes. Look at that. It's pretty cool. So hope you guys enjoyed episode 8. Tune in for episode 9. Again, episode 9 I'll probably have a new virtual machine to install the service portal, as well as go over how to configure some things on the management server, how to get a workflow up and running properly, get some Active Directory users in there, how to get some computers in there, how to get everything up and functional. And that's it. Comment on the video if you guys enjoyed it or not. Give me some feedback if you guys, those that do view this and know a little bit about Service Manager, you know, tell me if I'm right or wrong, you know, give me some pros and cons, you know, let me know. I'm always willing to learn. Check you out from BJ Tech News. Have a good one. Thanks.